All right, today I'm gonna go over the 3 saddles that I've been using. And I'm not gonna go in particular order. I'm just gonna go, I had this one on first. This is the oldest one. This is the one that I got. This is an H2 slingshot. It was the first ones that he started putting out. And I've had this thing for 4 years, I believe. Then I got the Eberhart 2-panel, and then this year I got a Latitude. But I'm going to kind of show you how quick or how long it takes me to get where I'm going. This one, I wear it walking into the woods because it's got a good belt strap. But sometimes I will pack it in if I've got a long ways, because it starts to kind of like fall down as you're going. But basically, what I do is just step through the bridge. And once you've got it adjusted and everything, this is about how long it takes you to get it set up. This would be like if I was going to say which one was the most secure, it's probably this one. I've got the bridge a little bit long, but I had it like that because I was trying to kind of keep from I was trying to get the hip pinch. This saddle, I've sat in this thing for, I think the longest I've ever sat in it was about 5 hours. I used to just stand on, before I had a platform, I used to stand on top of the first sticks. When I first got this, I got 4 Hawk Ranger, I think is what they're called. It's a steel 30-inch stick made by Hawk that's got 3 double steps on it. And I just stood on top of those double steps. They were real close to the tree, so your feet were like basically on the tree. But I'll use knee pads and like sit, you know, for a long time. But I had the bridge just like really long. Just for this saddle though. I mean, it's not that way for that Latitude. Actually, I have a shorter bridge for the Latitude. But anyways, so now that I've got this, I just got the Predator this year. Last year, I stood on top of a perch, out on a limb, makes a stick topper for the lone wolf stick. So it was a little better, but that's what I stood on last year. And I didn't even use the Eberhart saddle last year. I just used this one. So I kind of went back and forth. Right when I first got that Eberhart, I used it a lot, and I was trying to sit a little bit longer. But having this platform makes a huge difference, because whenever I was using that those Ranger sticks, I would actually have to wear boots that had a pretty hard sole on them, because it was hard on your feet standing on top of those, just on top of that stick. But I mean, you can do it. I did it for 2 seasons, 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. No big deal. Those sticks were a pain in the butt to carry out of the woods. When I got these lone wolf sticks, man, it was a big time weight difference. Then got that stick topper for the lone wolf, and I was just doing it that way, not carrying in a platform or anything. But anyways, back to the saddle. So I got an Eastern Woods Outdoors patch on here, and I just keep my lineman belt in it, and I keep my tether in my backpack. So when I get up here and I get there, I've still got my lineman belt on. I pull my backpack up, I put my strap on the tree, and then I get my lineman belt out, put my lineman belt on, and I hook into my lineman belt. And then the last thing, I take so I don't have multiple pouches for different lineman belts or anything like that. So anyways, this is the slingshot. Man, it's super comfortable. It doesn't have a lot of you can't move it around a lot. I've moved it down. I've loosened this belt, and I have moved it down before to reposition it. And then I've also pulled the bottom up and to get it like that. But you can move it around. You don't really need to. It's comfortable. I haven't sat in all of them, but the ones that I've sat in to my friends and stuff like that, it's just as comfortable as anything else. And then I'll show you the Eberhart next. So I got this saddle, and I would say it's got a couple of drawbacks. I mean, you can't wear it. They make some stuff that you can put some clips back here, clip both panels together, but then it's really hard to get those panels unclipped. So just basically get it by the bridge. It came with a tubing bridge. I put a 1-inch tubing bridge on that one because after seeing this one, I liked it a lot better. So anyways, when I get to the tree, I put it on at the tree. And the leg straps go up to the to these D-rings. These are like climbing rated rings or whatever. But so anyways, it's not as comfortable climbing up and down the tree because it kind of moves all over the place. But I'll show you. Once you get in the tree, and you get that thing kind of situated on yourself, man, it is freaking super comfortable. If you do the whole, like, if you go through the process of getting it really comfortable, you might have to move around a little bit at first or whatever, but when you get the pressure right, and it's got part of it under your butt, part of it above your butt, dude, it is so comfortable. But it's you know, when you get down in the dark and then you got to take it off in the dark, clank these buckles. I've seen guys wrap all kinds of stuff on these buckles, but then the bridge doesn't slide around as good when it's got that felt tape all over it. So I think it kind of defeats the purpose of these smooth rings, allowing this bridge to move. But you can put it where you got both panels under your butt, which I think is like how some people like to run it, where it's almost like you're almost sitting in a like a sling, like those people that sit in the that make those homemade slings. You can make it where it's almost like that, where they're both like kind of together and they're just underneath your butt. I would say that's probably my favorite way to wear it. I'm not a big person on the back bands or having back support, or like I said, the longest I've ever sat in one was 4 or 5 hours. I've never sat for 12 hours in one of these. If I'm gonna do a sit like that, man, I'm gonna do my best to try to find a stand that I can put my climber in, my summit, and sit in that thing. But anyways, if I was forced in a position where I had to sit for a really long time, this one you can just keep moving the pressure. When the pressure gets bad in one spot, you just move it somewhere else. And you could actually put both of these bands up here and do more of like, get it up tight, and where you just do more of like a lean, and it's just kind of supporting your back and your weight's on your feet. But the good thing is moving your weight. I mean, you could even do like the sitting thing, moving your weight back and forth from your feet to your butt, or just getting it kind of balanced. I would never wear these shoes to hunt, although I have hunted. I forgot boots and I had to saddle hunt in Crocs before, but you want something that's got some integrity to it on your feet. But anyways, this is the Eberhart 2-panel, and I'll show you the last one. It's a magnetic black diamond. It's kind of a hassle to get in and out of. It's kind of a hassle to get in and out of that carabiner, but I mean, it's a little bit safer. It makes me feel better. It's rated to higher strength, and it's got, you know, it's always locked. So the last one, this is the one I just got. It's not even close on how light this thing is to the other two and wearing it. I don't ever put this on at the tree or carry it. I put it on at the truck and I just walk with it, and I actually get it up above everything and cinch this rope down. And then when I get to the tree, I just take a little bit out of the rope, loosen it just a little bit. But as far as, and I usually have that carabiner on it, so I clip the carabiner on my jacket or my shirt. So yeah, you can just, I mean, for hanging stand, I'll probably use this instead of my safety harness, just for hanging stands and using in general. But I love this bridge thing. I've got it kind of neutral, maybe just a little above the center, but so anyways, imagine I get there and I clip in or whatever. It's kind of like that Eberhart. It can kind of because of this rope, I mean, you can loosen this rope all the way up once you get there, and you can really move this sucker around. I don't know. I don't think it's the material, the mesh making it more comfortable. I think it's the width. It's wider than my H2, and I think just the width makes it more comfortable. And this is the first time I've used that Amsteel bridge. I will say that the Amsteel, it slips and slides on this thing a lot better. I feel like it's more, if I have to turn, it just turns a lot easier than that webbing. Or maybe it's the design of these loops or something, it pulls it more. I don't know what it is, but I feel like when I'm in it, I've hunted out of that H2 so many times that when I swing in it, it's super stable. When I swing in this thing, I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. Maybe because it's wider, maybe I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So this is the 4th year. So the progression has gone from just getting a saddle to finding out I should have just got a platform from the get-go. Anybody's platform, they're all good at this point. But lighter sticks. I mean, there's things I'm only, and I don't do it all the time because I have permanent set tree stands. So I'm sure as I keep on, there'll be other stuff that I change. But for right now, man, this saddle with the platform, and I still use my Lone Wolf sticks. That way, I have that stick topper level with my platform. So I'll set it to where I think I'm gonna have a shot, where I can actually get off of this and I can get over onto my old platform, or the perch thing that I used to use. So I'll have it hanging level, and then some people will put a step on either side, but the step would be so much higher, it'd be kind of weird. I like having it a little bit lower if I've got to get around the tree. But anyways, that's the 3. And I mean, I feel like I'm pretty unbiased. I mean, if I had to hunt for the rest of my days in that slingshot, I would. If I could only hunt in that Eberhart, I would. But here lately, when I'm headed out the door, I grab this one, this Latitude, just because right now, this season, it's just been more comfortable. It feels better. And I like wearing it from the truck to the tree. Make sure I don't step on those again. So you see how much I loosened it. I like cinching it down and taking off, and like when I'm climbing down, so say it's dark and I just got down and I'm messing with all these sticks, I'm trying to stack them or I'm trying to do whatever, I don't want to keep like pulling up my saddle or having it sag or going in and out of it. Even if I did take it on and off, it's running it with no leg straps is a lot, it's just a lot easier getting in and out of it. But anyways, that's the end of the saddle thing, and I'll kind of I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna go over just the platforms and stuff, but that's the end of what I wanted to talk about. Those are the 3 saddles that I've used over the last 4 years, and kind of how it came about. I didn't have a reason to get the Latitude. I just got it because I wanted to try the no metal, the no, and if I got rid of this Kong, I could go to Prusik, which I love running those Prusik. I'm not scared of them. I don't think I'm more scared of these mechanical. Like I've got a Ropeman 1. It's inside here. It's on my lineman setup. But I'm more scared of these Kongs and these Ropemen than I am of those Prusik knots. I've got some that I've tied. I've got some that are sewn in where it's hemmed, like you get from REI, that are real, like true climbing ones. But this doesn't make, something's not going to hear that. They'll hear me talking into my camera or something, doing an interview or setting up like this is where I'm hunting. They'll hear me. I don't understand why people talk about being so dead silent, and then they get up there and they get in their GoPro and they're like, all right, I'm set up today over this, that. They're talking. So they're going to hear me doing that talking before they're going to hear whatever. But I will say, the reason I was saying, no metal is that saddle, when you're getting your sticks and everything, you don't have to worry about, because sometimes when you're going up your sticks, you're like belly to the tree and you've got buckles that are hitting your sticks. Not necessarily you're clanging sticks together. Parts of your saddle is hitting the stick. So, I don't know. Just wanted to try it and got lucky, and turns out it's super comfortable. I heard they were comfortable. I've heard that the tethered stuff is comfortable, but that one was, all the tethereds were sold out. That one was available online. Says it's made in the USA. So went for it, and it's probably going to be the one that I use the most. But anyways, thanks.